And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A very solid gain of 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Jump. 19.
Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So why go for that there?
That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Hey, Alpha!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go. 180.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, alert. 11.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Right there, 56. Hey, man, watch the boot.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That's caught by Hollister. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson going to throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They set up the screen to Penny. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Now Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Run left, run left. Roy.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Check three. 81. Hold up. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Danny. Right there. 54, right there. Tempo.
To throw again is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
11.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo is going to fire, and that's caught inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 42 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
We got this.
Offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their...
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender because the AFC North is a jumble.
Okay, and then lastly, let's go to the South, the Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Wilson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, watch that.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Quan Alexander. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 180. 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. A little flare. Check the backer.
Here's Breida. And some room to roam now. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Breida, 48 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! 54, Mike 54. Watch the out, watch the out.
Now it's Breida.
Come on, come on.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, 71 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw that happen twice. A team put 70.
Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Underway. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
But simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 180. 54. Watch the slam. Slam.
They run with Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shift. 21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check, Mike, 54. 12. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Mike's 54.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 34 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Check 26.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, 74 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Mike's 50. Hey, gun. I got you. Mike 50. Hey, watch the lane. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I got this. 13. Mike's 50. Guys, it's game.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Man open, it's Goodwin. 18 yards, first down Niners. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey, orbit.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 50's the mic, 50's the mic. 21, 21. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got it. Hey, gun. Over here, I need one over here. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, Mike 50. 21. Here we go. Rabbit.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas.